Good afternoon, this is Renetta Jones, and today's September 11th, and I just wanted to continue the video series of some of the projects that I completed and that I would like to have done. Okay, today I'm going to showcase some of the musical instruments that I created. This first instrument that I created, I call it an Akey. An Akey is synonymous, it's a Caribbean fruit, it's synonymous to tropical climate, and the instrument has the shape of the Akey fruit. What makes this instrument really unique is that, again, it's the shape and the curvature in the shape, which allows for the flow of music. The flow of sound, sorry, not music, but the flow of sound to have an echoes based upon the shape on the inside of the device. I also gave it 10 strings, and the strings, I gave it different lengths to the strings, and I made it a V shape. The actual shape of the strings are in a V shape. And this instrument, you can play it by plucking it with your fingers, kind of like a harp, or strumming it with your fingers, kind of like a harp. And the neck of the Akey, you lean it alongside your shoulder. You can lean it on the left or the right side of your shoulder. While you strum, you can strum with one hand or you can strum with both hands. So it's kind of like you have someone leaning on you, and you strum the strings or you pluck the strings with your hand, and that's how it's played. That's the Akey. Okay, the next one is what I call a Tangela. A Tangela is an Angolan, the country Angola, an Angolan word for waterfall. And if you look at the shape of the actual instrument, it looks like water that's running. Okay, and this is a 5-stringed instrument that can be tuned on either side. And how this is played is that one of your arms, not hands, would be over this groove, and the other hand would be under the groove. And I designed it in a way that it can be played. It's an ambidextrous instrument. You can play it with your left hand or your right hand. So again, it's because I'm left-handed, and seldom do they make instruments for left-handed people, especially stringed instruments. I made it in such a way that you can play it with your left hand or your right hand without changing the sound of the instrument. Okay, that's the Tangela, and it's an Angolan word for waterfall. And this one I call a dunia, and that's a Hausa word or Swahili word for earth. Okay, and this is what it looks like in the front, and this is what it looks like in the back. And the dunia can be played laying on your left or your right arm, or it can be leaned against your chest and plucked. And the dunia is a 6-stringed instrument that can be plucked, strummed, or you can use a bow. Okay, and then we have here one of the larger instruments I call a sugar bass. And the sugar bass can be played with a bow, there are 2 holes in it for the sound to travel through, and the curves for sound to escape. And I made the shape after a child in a womb, or even after the shape of a pea, but a baby in a mother's womb. And this is a 10-stringed instrument, and the curvature here, the neck of the instrument, I curved kind of like the neck of a goose, duck. I curved it, and this part of the instrument would be, you would lean it across your arm and you would play it with a bow, or you can lean it back, you can play it with a bow, or you can strum or pluck it. Okay, and these are some of the stringed instruments that I created for a black classical music orchestra. I designed these instruments for the creation of a black classical music orchestra. Okay, and these would be some of the stringed instruments. Okay, thank you.